the Hisui region, we will receive different tasks from various groups of people. The task that we will cover in this video is going to be the Darkrai Research Request, which takes place in the post-game of Pokemon Legends Arceus. You can only receive this research request if you have saved data of either Pokemon Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl on your Switch account. This video is going to be my theory of how this research request could unfold, so this may be completely incorrect, or maybe I'm onto something. Before we can really talk about my theory, we need to talk about how we encounter Darkrai in other games, specifically in other Sinnoh region games. First, let's look at the time we first ever learn about this mythical Pokemon. If we head into Canalave City after defeating the Sinnoh Elite Four, and we walk into Sailor Eldritch's house, we will find his son, thrashing in his sleep as he has a nightmare. We can hear him mumble, "Dark is watching me." Talking to his mother will give us another useful piece of information. She says, "I never thought our boy would fall into this endless nightmare. It happened in the past in Canalave. There were people who never woke up from their nightmares." We find out from these two, not only is this something that has happened in the past before, but that people had died from these nightmares. Upon going outside and talking to Sailor Eldritch, he says, "I need the lunar feather from Full Moon Island to awaken him." Not only is this occurrence something they both know about, but they also know the cure and where to find it. From now, we're going to be looking at the Harbor Inn Mystery Gift event. I'll be using footage from the user GreenFlyer7. There'll be a link to his channel in the top right if you want to check it out. Anyways, we can see that upon trying to enter the Harbor Inn without a member's card, the sign outside says, "Harbor Inn." The text is too faded to read, and the door is impossible to open. However, with the member's card, the sign can be read, and it says, "Harbor Inn, a roost for restless sailors," and we can walk inside the door. We are greeted by a man who says, "Welcome. We've had a reservation for you. We've held it a long time." We are escorted to the bed and forced to sleep. We wake up on New Moon Island. It is heavily implied that we are stuck in an endless nightmare. After defeating or catching Darkrai, we can hear an unknown voice that says, "Darkrai, your power is strong. Though you don't will it, you make people and Pokemon around you have terrible nightmares. This is why you came here, New Moon Island. There is no one but you here. There is none that can be drawn into your nightmare. If anyone were to fall into a nightmare, the Full Moon Island is close by." The dream ends, and we once again wake up in the Harbor Inn. As we leave, we are greeted by Sailor Eldritch, and he says, "You've been asleep for a long time. What happened to you? And what are you doing here? No one's lived here for 50 years. And that brings us to the end of the story of Darkrai. So here's my theory. When I placed the Sinnoh locations on the Hisui region's map, I noticed something. A single solitary port leading out into the ocean. And just above it was a single small building. Perhaps this building is the Harbor Inn. For now, it's not in a city, but maybe, long ago, this area was called the Canalave Bay. Perhaps Darkrai moved through this area, sending the sailors resting in the Harbor Inn into unending nightmares. Not on purpose, but as an accident. As a member of the Survey Corps, you are sent to investigate this phenomenon. By this point, you have become one of the strongest members. You catch a glimpse of Darkrai, and you chase after it. Eventually, you manage to catch up to it on New Moon Island, and then you choose whether to catch it or to leave it be, alone on this small island where it can't harm anyone. After you've made your choice, this voice speaks to you, telling you how to cure the sailors. You then go out and search for the Lunar Wing. Eventually, you manage to track it down, but not before some sailors have perished from their nightmares.